And I was like, oh man, they got the frozen Incredible Hulks here. They had it in like a little martini cup, and they had the machines.
Yeah, I saw
They
it.
put the Henny Incredible in that machine, and it came out. It was like, bro, oh my gosh, that thing was.
But let's get into the liquor now, because you was there for the liquor. Did you get a chance to visit any liquor stores in New York, and was it different from one here in Florida? While you was there,
The main reason,
the main event, man, the Hennessy honoring 50 years of hip hop, Nas limited edition bottle, man. Let's get into it, man.
Okay. So I know this is the juice that everybody really want to know. What was the party like? Hey, yo, this Jake people with the I'm Not Sober Drink Review. And you know, on my channel, I've been announcing that Hennessy is flying me out to New York for the bottle release party by Nas for the 50th hip hop anniversary. And I got my guy 2-3 Drees here.
What up, man? You went to New York, man. I got a lot of questions. I know the people got a lot of questions, so I'm here to ask you today. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So I got him here in an interview style interview, and he's gonna it's interview style interview, but it's all good. He's gonna ask me some questions that I might not know to tell y'all about the event or to tell y'all about the trip. So he's just gonna give you he's gonna give me some questions that allows me to give you insight on the event. So let's go ahead and get into the interview, bruh.
Man, I don't know if you know, but you went to New York, the birthplace of hip hop, and this is the 50-year anniversary honoring hip hop right now. How does it feel going to New York? This is your first time going, right?
Yeah, this is absolutely my first time going. I was really excited, bro, and I was like, dang. You know, I thought I had a little emotion on the internet and stuff. I thought I was doing something, but when I got recognized by one of the top brands in the world, and they say, "Hey, Jake, they would like to invite me out to party with them to celebrate the Nas hip hop anniversary," man, I'm a hip hop fan, but I'm not a huge hip hop fan like that, and I do pay attention to Nas. So this right here had turned me up a little bit about this drink reviews that I'm doing, and I appreciate everybody who support me, who watch the videos, man. Y'all put me on their radar. It wouldn't be I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everybody watching me and stuff. So I don't know what to say. I am the Henny GOAT. I got my Henny chain on. I got my Henny shirt. Shout out to JakeFever.com. But I just feel like, bruh, it's all y'all that pay attention and watch what I got going on. So now I got a little progress. I just ain't moving in place. I had motion, but now I got a little progress with everything.
I mean, this is a big deal. This is well deserved by you, man. You've been ain't just like you just pick up bottles and drink them. You actually do research. You actually learn about the brand. You know like so much about Hennessy from where it started to where it is now. So there's something that you really deserve to go celebrate with them because they had a celebration. They invited you to the. That's definitely a big deal. That's definitely like motivation for me that also do like dealing with drinking. You know what I mean? Keep me going and other people around. They they feel like you went. It's like we all went. They're talking to other people like, "Yo, Jake went down to New York for the Hennessy event." You're like, "Yeah, it's fire, bro." Like everybody felt good about that. So that's definitely tough.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Drees. But for real, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring everybody along with me that watched the journey, watch me do my thing, especially my collectors, man. Shout out to all y'all. If y'all don't know, man, I got a collector series. I do interview a few collectors of the Hennessy brand, and they are some dope people. I got to meet a few of them up there in New York. I know you'll get into asking me those questions about those folks and just some certain things that I did. But man, I do this because I enjoy it, and when I stop enjoying it, which I never will, I will stop doing it. But hey, I appreciate y'all. I know some of y'all enjoy it, and y'all don't like to get on camera, but y'all like to talk about it. So hey, I appreciate y'all watching, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everything because this was one of the most dope experiences that I had.
Yeah. So for being your first time in New York, man, you fly down in there. It's a big city, one of the biggest cities in America, and you hop off that plane. You get into that car and you driving through New York to your hotel, man. What was going through your mind? What was that feeling like?
Well, to be honest with you, bro, this was the first time that I ever got any type of VIP service like this. You talk about driving, your boy didn't have to drive nowhere. They rolled out the red carpet for me and the wife. Hennessy, they booked the car service to come pick me up at my home. So as soon as I get into the car service, they open the doors for me, and it happened to be a driver that was from New York. Man, shout out to my guy, JR. Shout out to you, JR, man. I know you might be watching because I did give you my car. But man, JR, He had did some great customer service. He talked to me about New York, told me some spots to hit, told me some spots to stay away from. He say he said you're gonna see some grimy stuff, but you're gonna see an excellent city on the way there. So that was refreshing. Like, going into the New York, going into a city, and you don't really know what to expect. All you do is know what was on TV shows and stuff like that. So yeah, and flying in, we get there, we fly in, and I don't know what to expect. I never seen skyscrapers so big, bro. Oh man, I never been on a journey where I flew into a city where like the planes damn near touching the top of the skyscrapers and stuff. So we flew into LaGuardia Airport. I think that's how you say it. And when I flew into there, I flew across and I was looking over at this island. And it was like barbed wire fence and stuff. I was like, that got to be Rikers Island right there. So yeah, I actually got a little footage of Rikers Island, and that's the old infamous Rikers Island that everybody talk about. Shout out Tony Yayo that always talk about it like that. But yeah, I got into there and I didn't know what to expect. Uh, it was shocking. It was, you already knew this was gigantic when you're flying in, because buildings like that and everybody looked so on top of each other from the airplane. It looked huge from the airplane. Normally stuff looks small. Yeah.
And that kind of like, it was like the opposite of me coming here, and like I went like downtown Tampa. I was like, these buildings are so small, and to you, it's like those buildings are so big,
Bro. I know. See, y'all know the 2-3 Dreeses. He's a Philly guy. Y'all can hear it on him, but bro, I never seen the concrete
like just looking
skyscrapers
straight
like
up,
that.
and
Yeah,
like literally goes up to hundreds of floors.
straight up. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming, and it's just overwhelming. I'd never seen anything like that. Now, a lot of people ask me about the smell when I got there. I didn't smell anything at first because I was at the airport and things like that. Shout out to my guy. I don't know the other driver's name. I want to say Idris. Idris, I think his name is Idris. He picked us up from the airport. Me and the wife. He took our picture by the "I Love New York" sign. Waited on us. Took our bags to the car. Great car service, and I appreciate him for that. He took us to the hotel, but we rode under tunnels and stuff, and the traffic itself in New York is different, and to navigate and drive through that, you got to be a madman or a mad woman. I don't know who in their right mind would love to drive in New York. Bro.
Yeah. So speaking of that, a lot of times in New York is public transportation. Like people get on the subs and things like that. Did you get a chance to get on the subway?
Yeah, I actually after we checked in at Soho Grand, and the experience was dope. It was a different experience right there in the heart of Manhattan. And the first thing we wanted to do, I wanted to link up with a couple of my Hennessy collectors friends, but we told them we're gonna probably link up with them in a couple of hours after we get settled in into the hotel. And we checked in, but we had some hours before we can link up with our people and go see the city. So we decided, let's ride the subway for the first time. So
You wasn't nervous?
man, I didn't know what to expect. So I'm thinking you need a Metro card to get on the subway. So I just brought a Metro card. When now that you could just tap your card and then just go through or whatever. Shoot, I done paid 25 cents extra for the Metro card when I could just tap my card for $2.75. I had to pay $3. I used the same doggone card.
Yeah.
So I done lost 25 cents on that. Lesson learned. So we get on the blue line, the AC train from Broadway, from 8th Avenue all the way down to Times Square, 42nd Street. Now, I'm talking like I know it because that's the only one I really jumped on like that to do, because I went down to Times Square twice from the hotel. And as soon as I get on, I'm recording the video talking about, yeah, this is my first time on the subway, and I just want to tell y'all about the experience. And it was really hot down there, bro. It was really, really, really hot down there, and the experience was kind of dope because it's cool in the air condition on the subway, but waiting on the subway, you get really, really hot, so you start to like melt. It's like it was actually a humid time, like kind of like Florida when it's like mild and humid out there, but it was really, really hot. So we're walking down the subway, and then I tell everybody I'm gonna cut the video short when I walk up the stairs and I get to Times Square. I'm gonna show back up, but I had to turn the video right back on because somebody was about to fight. So I should have missed my first subway experience. I witnessed a fight. Somebody about to pull out a blade on somebody, bro.
Man goes down in the subway.
Bro, it was every bit of New York that I expected. It happened all in like one dose, really, really fast. So,
You didn't see any rats down there?
I did catch one rat, but I rode the subway about 6 times and I only seen one rat.
Okay.
So
Right.
that was good. That was good from the New Yorker side. They say, yeah, that was rare.
Yeah,
You should have seen a lot more.
Rats is like seeing. Oh yeah, you don't really see alley cats here, but it's like seeing alley cats as well, like rats and cats and dogs, stray dogs.
Oh yeah,
that's walking around.
Somebody told me it's about 10 million people that commutes in and out of New York on in the city, and they say it's about 8 rats per person in the city.
That's crazy. But man, one of the places you said you did go to was Times Square, and you was like you only saw it from the movies and things like that. When you saw it in person, was it the same feel as the movies, or you was like, oh, I didn't know it was like this? Like, what feeling did you get when you was in Times Square?
Well, I actually got to see Times Square 3 times, and we went there on Wednesday, and it was popping. It was so many people there for a Wednesday, so like it was really popping. And we went down there Wednesday night, and Wednesday night is the movies. It's just like the movies. Like the nighttime Times Square is just like the movies. It's amazing. It looks crazy. It's mind-boggling how the movies describe New York, and it kind of hits the nail on the head for me. I enjoyed the experience. I got to stop and eat at Little Italy's Pizza, and I did a review on Little Italy's Pizza. I dropped a review. I had Taste the Pizza. It's one of the best pizza experiences that I had ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know they say like New York has the top pizza, but actually it was like a poll that came out that said Tampa pizza is better than New York. And
that's cap.
Like so I'm glad you got to experience that, man.
Man, I dropped the review on the Little Italy's Pizza, but I'll tell you what I'm telling you. This pizza, they dropped it. It looks like the normal pizza that you see in the mall. They just take the cold looking slice and throw it in the oven. Well, this might have been the most refreshing, fresh sauce that I've tasted. It tastes like they just made it homemade fresh, and it had nice spice and sweetness to it. The cheese was real mozzarella. The pepperonis tasted like different type of pepperonis. I don't know if you know what I'm saying when I say different, like the real fire, the pepperonis that cook up good on you. The sausage was on there. I said I got pepperoni and sausage, but it was real delicious. The crust was real like crisp. The whole thing was good, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed that one a lot. And I said I only got one slice, and Buddy said you'll be back. And I only had a little bit of time there, but if I didn't stay like one more day, I would have been back. I almost went back though, but I told myself I gotta try something else. But it was that delicious. He wasn't lying about that, man. And shout out to Little Italy, is right there in Times Square. Your boy had to get some of that pizza. But I'm thinking I'm gonna pull up a little bit, man, so we can get to the rest of the interview.
So while you pouring up, I definitely got another question for you. You saying you want to try something else? Was there anything else that was like native to New York that you got a chance to try while you was there?
Okay, let me see. Hold on. My boy says, I'm gonna answer. So about food, trying food and stuff. And you asked me about, is there anything native to New York that I wanted to try that I got to try? I had a hit list. I dropped a live from the airport, and I was telling everybody what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Times Square. I wanted to go to Brooklyn. I wanted to go see Harlem, Apollo, and things like that. And some food things that I wanted to do on the list was chopped cheese. I want to try some pizza. I want to try a hot dog. I want to try some cheesecake. And I think I had a few more things on the list that I didn't get to, but I know I definitely tried those. those things. I just told you about the pizza. So I wanted to try chopped cheese, but I had to go to the most viral TikToker that does chopped cheese on the internet, and I went to this place where the guy Aki works, and I tried to get in there and try his chopped cheese. I wanted to get it the Aki way. My boy wasn't in there. He actually was down in Tampa when I was up there in New York, so he wasn't in there. But the bodega, man, they showed mad love. They knew who they showed love to Aki. They represented him. They had the shirt on and stuff, and they had a whole menu that say the Aki way. And the guy, he played the role for me. Shout out to him. I forgot his name already, but dang, we fixed it up the Aki way, and we didn't forget the Bev. We got the Henny.
Of course, that gotta be the best.
Yeah. So we slid in there. We got the chopped cheese the Aki way, and that's one thing that I enjoy trying. That's in Brooklyn, New York, though. And Times Square. I actually got to be in Times Square when I tried the cheesecake. I tried a cheesecake from Junior's Cheesecake, and I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Junior's Cheesecake. I know. Shout out to Pete. Is that the one P Diddy sent those people down to get some cheesecake from? During
I have no idea.
On
the band,
Bad Boys Band Club or something like that.
On the band,
on the
TV
band
show.
I think that was Junior's Cheesecake, but that cheesecake was not it, man.
Oh man, it lived up to your expectations.
Nah, I like my cheesecake. It was thick. It was okay, but the crust wasn't what I wanted it to be. It was unimpressive to be so hyped up for me. I'm sorry, Junior's Cheesecake, but
you gotta keep it real though.
Yeah,
like what the hat said, you gotta keep it real.
Yeah, man. It wasn't for me. It wasn't my cup of tea. But they do have some great red velvet cake. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Okay.
So I had a little sample of that in the airport, but I didn't have it at Junior's, the actual Junior's cheesecake in Times Square.
All right. I mean, for a lot of people that don't know, Central Park is probably about a mile walk straight down from Times Square. So Central Park is big in a lot of different movies and things like that. Did you get a chance to see Central Park?
Yeah, I got a chance to check out Central Park. We walked that doggone mile though from Times Square. And
oh man,
let's talk about walking before I get into Central Park, man. Walking in New York is for real. So I don't care, man. There shouldn't be a lot of fat people in New York, especially if you ain't got a car, because, bruh, you do a lot of walking up in New York. And all I did was walk. I think me and my wife, we put together 23 miles. That's 23 each. That we did this whole in like 60 hours, because that's how long we was up there for, about 60 hours. So that's a lot of walking. I know people do marathons, but we don't do marathons. So that's what it is. But we walked a mile to Central Park to visit Central Park and realized that what you do in Central Park is walk. So we was like, we just walked a mile here to walk miles around, because Central Park is not a small park.
Huge. It's huge.
It's huge. So like we got to see certain things, but we didn't get deep up in there, man. We just got right there on the edge of from where Times Square was, walked in the beginning, up and down a few hills, and we was like, bro, we ain't gonna be able to make it back, because our legs was already wore out. We did that on the last day, so we was kind of wore out from that point, man.
Yeah, man. But let's get into the liquor now, because you was there for the liquor. We gotta get to the liquor, man. Did you get a chance to visit any liquor stores in New York, and was it different from ones here in Florida?
Oh yeah, man. I did get a chance to visit a few liquor stores. The first liquor store that I've seen was actually in Times Square, because that's the first place I went, and I walked into there. They was absolutely overpriced, but the guy in there showed mad love. He was cool. He jumped on the camera with me, talked to me a little bit. But they had everything you wanted in there: the Pappy Van Winkles, the Blantons, the Wellers, all types of stuff in there. But they didn't come with prices on them, so they was overpriced. they had all the rare bottles, so it was Times Square, so people got money out there, and they willing to spend it. So I knew it was thousands of dollars.
And those high rises that you seen, people paying lots of money to live in there.
Yeah, so I guess a couple $1,000s for a bottle of Pappy for them wasn't nothing, but for me, it was overpriced. They even tried to charge like $79 for this Nas Hennessy right here, which comes in at a price point between $35 and $40 at the most. It should be. in most places. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of overpriced at that location. But the man was in there. He was nice. He understood where he was at. He understood why I didn't purchase anything out of there because I got over $400 bottles. So why would I buy something that I don't need?
Exactly.
At that point in time. But the second place I did, I went to this one liquor store down there in the World Trade Center, and it was just some place I had to go get the Hennessy before I went to the Aki thing. So I got 2 small bottles of Hennessy out of that place, and they was expensive too. But I was trying to shoot a video put the Hennessy on the Aki. I didn't know if when I got to Brooklyn was I going to see a liquor store, and I didn't want to go to a liquor store in Brooklyn because I don't know how Brooklyn was. I didn't know where the location I was going to be at. The bodega where Aki at, that big kind of hood, bro. You see the projects right across the street, man. And riding there, you see the people that you ride with. You're like, boy, I gotta keep my head on the swivel.
Did you go by Barclays?
Barclays? No, I didn't. I didn't go by Barclays.
Marcy Projects right there by Barclays. That's where Jay-Z.
Nah, yeah. See, that's the whole thing about New York. It's so big and so much to see that I missed that opportunity. But, bro, after we ate the Aki sandwich, we was kind of shot out. We just wanted to sit down, and we didn't really have no place to sit. You see what I'm saying? At the bodega.
I wouldn't sit.
So we had to get back on the train to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but little did I know, next door to the bodega that we get the Aki sandwich from, they got a liquor store in there, man. These people had every single Hennessy there was, the whole lineup. They had the King Richard, they had the Imperial Paradise, they had the Paradise, they had the 250th anniversary. They had the whole collection. I filmed it and everything. They had the black, the pure white. They had the regular Hennessy. They had the VSOP. They had everything in there. But yeah, that was the first liquor store I seen that had like all the type of Hennessy collection. They had actually a good price on the Paradise itself. It was like $1,100. They had the even the Louis XIII, the Remy Martin. They had that in there. They had a nice cognac collection up in that liquor store beside there. But the workers, they don't know too much about it, and they really didn't give a shit. They was just sitting in there like, hey, you buy you want to, you don't, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that. That's crazy that they had all that in that liquor store, like right there in the heart of Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was lit in that bitch. So those are the 3 spots I visit for liquor. I didn't really get an opportunity to go anywhere else, but as far as drinking and stuff, I did link up with my guy Marvin. Shout out to Marvin, man. I'm gonna put his contact somewhere in this video, but he took me out and the wife out to explore New York, bro. And he drove us around. We went with him. We went to Harlem, so we went to see the Apollo. We went with him. We went to Harlem. We went to see the Apollo. We rolled by so many different buildings and places and seen like aircraft carriers that turned into parks. He showed us a little bit about the city. When you're driving around, it's a little different. You can sightsee a little better.
Right.
When you're walking around, it's kind of hard to see because you trying to stay out the way, crossing blocks and stuff like that, about to get hit by cars, people trying to sell stuff to you, grab you and stuff
all
like
day
that.
long.
Bro, it's like, but he took us to this little speakeasy spot. We had a few drinks there, and then we went to another spot where I got to taste some different kind of Hennessy that he brought for me. And he kind of went gangster in the people's spot there. He pulled out his own bottles. We did a whole video inside the doggone restaurant. So I got a review coming on the Tones Book 1, the Blue Book, and I've probably already dropped the Hennessy from the 1970s, man. I had to do a quick review of that. That's one of the best tasting Hennessy's that I've tasted in my life.
Wow.
And
that gotta be mind blowing.
Yeah,
man. You tried a lot of Hennessy.
Yeah, and I'm really appreciative to him for that. Man, he allowed me to get a sample of that, and I tasted it, and it's actually one of the best cognacs ever, to be honest with you.
Hey, Mark, next time I'm coming so I can try it.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my, you got to get his name right. It's Marvin. You got
Marvin. My bad, Marvin. Right. Next time I'm coming, I'm trying.
Yeah, 2, 3 drinks gonna slide with me. We got to go to New York, boy. Shout out to Marvin for that one, man.
Shout out to him, man.
He a true Hennessy collector, and I appreciate him for that, man. Thank you so much. I do got an interview with him on my page. I'll drop the link up somewhere. Y'all be able to do it. It's one of these corners right here. Yes, sir.
All right, let's get to the reason why you was there.
The main reason.
The main event, man. The Hennessy honoring 50 years of hip hop. Nas limited edition bottle, man. Let's get into it, man.
Okay. So I know this is the juice that everybody really want to know. What was the party like? I did do a little live from it, but that didn't explain everything, bro. That little live was just a little bit of it. I just walked in and I didn't understand the magnitude of what the party was gonna be like. So I only gave y'all 10 minutes of the first, like me walking in and stuff. So I'll give you the gist of everything. So I get to the party and it's two different lines, and I'm thinking like, since Hennessy flew me out, shout out to Janae for flying me out and let me be a part of the Hennessy event. I was really happy and I'm grateful for that. I'm just glad I got on y'all radar. Hopefully we could do a lot more things. I got the collectors behind me. They're excited to see more things from Hennessy too. But I just want to say first and foremost, shout out to you and your whole team. Y'all did an excellent job. Appreciate that a lot. I did not actually get to meet her, but she was first class. Talking to her on the phone, they got a great employee in her. So I just want to tell you that first and foremost. Yeah, but second thing is, I get to the party now. I'm not a guy that waits in lines, and I don't really get it like that because I'm from Florida, and normally I can just pay VIP, and VIP is VIP. You know, you just go in, right? In New York, certain things don't matter. You either talent or you VIP. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really care about. You can't even buy tickets to get into this event. You see, you gotta know somebody to get in this thing or invited, you know. So I was like, dang, man, this is weird. So I got into a line where I guess it was the talent line, but they told us it was the VIP line. And we get into the VIP line, you figure out everybody's VIP. So it's really kind of like the regular line, but it is a VIP line because everybody was treated VIP style. You see what I'm saying? So it is a VIP line. And you just feel it once you get into the building. But when you don't, when you're outside the building, you're like, dang, man, you're frustrated. You waiting in lines. People stacked up on you. They push you off the curb and stuff like that. So that right there was a little underwhelming. I'm not going to lie. I was like, dang, Hennessy is such a big brand. They should have it a little better. But once you get in, man, you forget everything.
Right.
It was the most, walking into it, you see the bright lights. You see the doggone Nas bottles just sitting there taking pictures. People taking pictures of you. You walk in. It looks awesome. They got the displays looking nice, and then you go through these curtains, and boom, there go the incredible Hennessy drink in the glass, just like this. They handed you drinks in the glasses and stuff like that, bro. You see all over the wall like the Nas. You might notice the box. You see all these street labels, the names, and the Hennessy, the hip hop, all that. Well, this is all over the walls and off projectors inside the building. It's lit up. You know, they got the DJs playing on top of the bar. They got the bar lit up with like all the Nas Hennessy bottles, everything like that. We get into the event. We see they're giving away jerseys. You can put your name on the back, the city on the back, customized Hennessy jerseys, things like that. And I was like, God, dog, this is crazy. I was like, hey, how much those jerseys is? They said they give them to you. I was gonna buy one, but I was like, shoot, I'll take it for free. So the whole experience is like, once you get into the party, you can take advantage of everything they had.
Right.
So the drinks, you could taste as many drinks as you want. They had like a Nas specialty drink where they put Nas name on the froth, like it was like a coffee thing. You know how they do the coffee thing? Yeah, that was dope. They had 3 drinks that I enjoyed, which is the Hennessy Big Apple, the Incredible Hennessy, and the Honey Hennessy, which I made those on my TikTok and Instagram. Try to make them myself at home, but I did enjoy all those. They had some awesome ones downstairs, but I'll talk about downstairs after I talk about the photo booth. The photo booth is so dope, bro. Like, we go into the photo, you take a picture in front of the booth, you get to choose whatever background you want, and they print your picture out on the album cover.
Wow,
Yeah,
like a
like a
CD,
CD.
and you could keep it and
Yeah,
take it home with
you get
you.
to keep it, man. Like
Oh
the gifts
man,
they gave was dope. They have like straws and stuff. They got Hennessy name. All the napkins had Hennessy name on it. The food came out, man. They had macaroons with salmon in them. It's called the everything macaroon. It was so delicious. They don't sound like it go together. Like a
yeah,
macaroon is a sweet treat, bro. But it's that salmon macaroon. I don't even know who would make those. I want to taste that again. You ever had stuff that you like, bro? I'm never gonna get to taste this again in my life,
right.
and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
They
god,
walk around with the platters with it, and you take one.
yes, bro. That that macaroon and that doggone the '70s Hennessy is something now I had to appreciate, bro. Like, cause
Right.
I'm never gonna taste those two things again. Well, I might get the '70s Hennessy, but I know I'm not gonna taste that macaroon again. So that was dope. Now,
One thing I saw that like you
what's
never
up?
seen before was the frozen Incredible Hulk. I love frozen drinks. I would have been drinking that.
Oh yeah. Dang, I didn't even know I caught that one because my wife had that drink, and I was like, oh man, they got the frozen Incredible Halts here. They had it in like a little martini cup, and they had the machines.
Yeah, I saw
They
it.
put the Henny Incredible in that machine, and it came out. It was like, bro, oh my gosh, that thing was straight. She had one. I sipped some of hers. And speaking of downstairs, that's where you got it at because upstairs you was only drinking like four different drinks. They only had four different options. But what you did, it was like when you walked into it, you had a pre-party where they sent hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that to you, and you took pictures, you got your jerseys printed, you talked, you mingled, and everything like that. Then at a certain time, everybody was able to go downstairs. When we went downstairs, we had the MC Light cocktail. They put like a big tall glass with a light ice cube in it, so your drink was lighting up.
What?
Yeah, man. I think I got a couple footage of that. So your drink was lighting up, and then they had like a sweet tea. That was the hit. That was the best drink of the night. The little sweet tea they had in a country pail. Um, and what else they had? Nas was actually performing at that moment too. So he performed. I think his Magic 2. I think
The new album
the
that
new album,
dropped.
the new album that dropped is coming out. We had Manny Fresh on the ones and twos. We had what's your boy name? I couldn't.
A Boogie from Philly.
A Boogie from Philly was there, and we had another guy, Nas old DJ. I can't think of his name, bro. I don't really know everybody like that, but it was dope. So he performed a couple of songs. He was clean. He had his all white on, and I met up with my guy Julius. Shout out to Julius, man. He popped up on me at that event. I appreciate you coming out, man, showing me love. He just wanted to flick up with me, talk to me for a little bit. This is the collector's world, bro. When you collect Hennessy, bro, you're in the brotherhood, and that's what we do. We look out for each other. We show up on time for each other, and if we could be there for each other, we do that. Just kind of like our TikTok thing. You know how me and you met through here, and we hang out, we hang tough, bro. We just want to see each other succeed.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so shout out to Julius and shout out to Ant. He's a rep for Henny. I met him there. One of the dope guys I met there. I met a few reps there, man. They was like, hey man, what's up? Jake Fever? Oh, the Henny can guy? Yeah, man. I think that's what put me on the map or on their radar in the first place. Those dang April Fool's Hennessy cans that
Yeah.
I made, it got over like 20 million views, maybe like 30, 40
Sheesh.
million impressions,
Mhm.
on the whole video. And then they wasn't necessarily from me, but I did rock the world with the Henny cans. It was
Definitely did, man.
yeah, it was an April Fool's joke that came out. And I'm sorry that everybody was faked out. But it's something that you can tell that the people want. And I think I got like a little I think I got something that shows that I got like a knowledge or at least some kind of intuition of what the people may want.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that I got some reason to tell Hennessy, hey man, I may know some of the people better than you. If you can come out with a luxury product like a can or something like that, the people may be eager and hungry for that thing.
Do you know how fast that will sell out? You know how fast that would sell out, man. That idea right there, they need to come to you though. They can't like try to.
Yeah, I appreciate them for everything they did, and
Mhm.
I'm in love with it. I'm in love with the brand. I'm a major collector of the
And
brand.
you show it. You show
Yeah,
it all the time.
so it ain't about them showing me love. They don't have to do anything for me. But hey, I'm just saying the people showed you. I put it out there. I'm trying to push a button in your back, and the people showed you what they wanted.
They want it.
I didn't. I was just because it could have flopped. The
Uh,
whole video could have flopped, but people went crazy about it. So
they
I
want
think
it.
it's and I got some flavors in my mind that we can work together and get because I got a few flavors that I know they will enjoy because I got the videos that show that they went viral from those
Exactly.
flavors. But yeah, man. But back to the party. Celebrities was there. I seen a couple of them. Shout out to the first person I noticed was Rory from Rory and what's the guy name now? I knew they used to be
The
on.
podcast.
I used to be on Joe Budden podcast,
Yeah.
but I don't know him from his podcast. But I know the white guy Rory. I don't know his other partner name. I seen. I think his name Mac. I don't know. I don't know his full name, but he was Mike from The Wire. Cool, one of the cool dudes that I met. Celebrity guy, Mike from The Wire. Then I seen the guys from EYL. Shout out to Rashard and I don't know his partner name. Rashard and I can't call your name right now, bro. I apologize, but yeah, those two pretty cool. I know they get a lot of people on there talking financial. Got the black folks spitting that financial knowledge and
Right.
stuff like that. They show a lot of love to people in that aspect. But those are some of the celebrities I seen Nas there. Obviously, he was there, Manny Fresh, and
I saw Offset Fabulous was there.
I didn't
I
I
don't know if
didn't
you
see
saw him.
them. I didn't see them, but yeah, I seen a few people, but bro, I was kind of on my own trying to network, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't really that hype. The real person I was hyped about seeing is Nas and like the Hennessy collector friends that I know.
Mhm.
Those are the people that I interact with. That's impressive to me, like because I look up to them. Everybody's pretty much regular. When you walk into a party and everybody got in free, like nobody could pay to be VIP. You had to be the VIP. And I'm walking around and I bump into the reason I was able to bump into them because I was at the party and they wasn't VIP. They was like me. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yep.
So once you in there, like everybody is regular. So you feel me? Like once you get in that, the people that will be all crazy about you is the people that's outside. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So like the only other people that was super VIP was Manny Fresh, like you said, probably Fab, because I didn't even see him there. And Nas himself and his people,
Mhm.
but everybody else were regular people. So at that point in time, but they might have a little clout, a little bit more money and stuff like that. But they was regular people in that building though.
Okay, so I got a question, man. In New York, like New York never sleeps. What time is the party in?
The party actually in that too.
Oh yeah,
So, but they did a little after party at this one spot.
of
We
course.
we popped up there, but we didn't go in because they wanted you to buy bottle service. Me and my wife, we was kind of tapped out. We was tired.
All
Like
that walking, y'all never did
yeah,
no walking like that before.
we walked around all day. We visited. Like it's 2 o'clock. What we gonna do?
Yeah.
What more can we do? Just keep drinking? So I'm like, let's go on back. So we went out there. We stood out there, and they was acting crazy. I don't like standing in lines. They're like, yeah, it's bottle service. Like, oh, I'm so tempted to get in here. I want to go to bottle service in Chinatown. We was in Chinatown. So what I want to do that for? I just had all the free liquor in the world. Now you want to make me buy a bottle? No. And I just had the best Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would I need a bottle for, man? Let me go back to the Soho that Hennessy caught for me and go and relax with the wine. You feel me?
Yeah, man, that sounds like a good ass time, man. I'm glad you got to experience that. It's well deserved, man. You've been putting that work in for years, man. Just not even to get that. It's just something that you enjoy to do. So that's definitely like tough and fire that you was able to experience that, man. I'm really like happy for you.
Yeah, bro. And it's all intentional though. I did want to get on Hennessy's radar. I did want to talk about my collection, and I want to inspire more people to collect Hennessy. I know this sounds crazy, but people inspire people to collect baseball cards or whatever. But if you into cognacs and you're into like brand names and you're into luxury products and you're into companies that have grown to be the most valuable companies in the world, Louis Vuitton, Hennessy, Moet is something like that's dope. If you don't enjoy anything, you can enjoy the fact that they built a company that is dope as hell. Um, and it inspires a lot of people because people buy the shit out of Louis. People buy Moet, people buy Henny, regardless of what anybody say. It's a lot of people that hate on it, but they allow people that's hating on it. So I don't care, man. Let us buy it up. Let
Man,
us
you
drink
know
it
what they
up.
say? They say hate is free promotion.
Yeah, hate is free promotion, dog. Shout out to everybody who hate on us, though, man. We appreciate y'all, and we shout out to y'all that show us mad love. Drop a comment if y'all want me to drop a video on anything that you seen me do this past week that I didn't talk about. Let me know. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to 2-3 for interviewing me, man.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we got all the questions answered. Yes, sir.